Hello everyone, it's Shiloh Sophia, the curate here at Musea Center for Intentional Creativity, where love is at the center. We are a museum, university, sanctuary, ecosystem, and atelier. I've been at this since my early 20s and I'm definitely in my mid 50s now, and so it's been quite a journey. I wanted to bring you this mini series called Drawing Insight to introduce you to a beautiful and simple tool called metacognitive drawing. Metacognitive means thinking about thinking, and metacognitive drawing means thinking about thinking with a pen in your hand. There's something wonderful that happens when we have a pen in our hand. It allows us to be self-expressed in a simple way. The kind of drawing I'm going to be working with in Drawing Insight is not about making a pretty picture. It is not about making a lasting picture. It is not about hanging a picture on your wall. It is definitely not about being an artist. Most of these drawings that you're going to do are not going to be something you're going to share necessarily with anyone unless you're part of our community, which you're welcome to join us at in our iMusea app. It's complimentary unless you decide you want to become a museum member, in which case it's $10 a month. So metacognitive drawing is something that's at the heart of every program, everything that we do here, because it's the most direct and simple way to access internal information. So as the series goes on, you're going to learn more about ways to work with it, but basically we're moving a pen, releasing control, we're watching what's happening as we move the pen, and we're noticing our reflections. But true to our teachings here, intention is always at the beginning, the choice to do it, and then setting an intention. So as we go through the series, we'll be working on different things. We're going to work on breath. We're going to work on stress reduction. We're going to work on feeling a sense of connection and protection. And there's a whole bunch of little videos that you're going to be able to work through. And my suggestion is to watch me first and then do them later. Listen to some music, make a cup of tea, just enjoy the process. You won't need to watch it more than once. In 5 minutes, you're going to understand the basics of how we work with it. But the neuroscience behind it is also super potent. I'm not going to get into that right now, but suffice to say, when you have a pen in your hand, you're bypassing the prefrontal cortex and the way that your voice is usually speaking to you. You just sort of are surrendering, and because your hand is engaged and your body is engaged and your eyes are engaged and you're in motion, this other part of you becomes available, what is inner wisdom or internal access to internal wisdom. There's this wonderful thing that begins to happen. Many people think of it as a flow state where you're feeling a different way in your body. I can start to feel different within a minute of doing metacognitive drawing. It's so powerful. And don't underestimate the power of it based on how simple it is. If you get really into it, get a big board like this. Otherwise, you just need paper and pen. Maybe there's a journal that you can dedicate to doing processes like this. Knowing that you have this tool that you can turn to at any time you need is powerful. It's like you've got it in your back pocket. You know at any moment you can pull out metacognitive drawing. I've used it working through grief, through death, through PTSD, through depression, just so many things. We even have a mom in our community who has kids with special needs. She got herself a big board, and now when the kids are emoting or doing what they're doing, she just takes them right to the board, right? But there's a big reason behind all of this too for me. I believe that a basic human right is to be self-expressed. It's even in the United Nations, the capacity to be self-expressed. But if we're not self-expressed, then we feel bottled up, we feel stressed, we feel tightened. Self-expression is like the opposite of that stress response. But when you do have a stress response, it gives you something that you can do. You know those stress responses like fight, flight, fawn, freeze? I made up a new one. It's find. Find a pen. Find a pen. Find a friend. Find a solution. And so next time something challenging happens, find a pen. Take it to the board or the paper. I want to also let you know that the way that we treat our surfaces, our boards, our papers, our canvases here at Musea is we treat this as if it's a portal. And we often bless the portal with our hands to sort of get it warmed up. We work a lot with imagination, engaging with imagination and getting ourselves into a kind of a playful state and out of the pattern and the grid that we kind of fall into when we're navigating challenging times. So I'm inviting all of you to join me in learning about metacognitive drawing. I hope that we're going to have a good time. I'm pretty sure we will. I don't know if you are, but I know I am.